But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. No. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that. Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max my job with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second. Be my
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Bridgewater. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Christian McCaffrey playing against the Broncos here. And McCaffrey from the Denver area played his high school ball in Highlands Ranch south of downtown. And, of course, Father Ed, a longtime receiver, a very good one for the Broncos, played with them from 1995 until 2003. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
The 49-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Locke. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check pass. Check pass. 27, Mike 27.
Bridgewater. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Check 26, check 26.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. McCaffrey on the toss right. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Up 3rd and 11.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Let's go, B. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. Broken tackle.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Clock now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Block now to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He'll fire one downfield for... It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
Phillip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a run to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yard line.
McCaffrey. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Locke. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You got blocked me. You got blocked me. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Good try. Good try. Show up. Show up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Complete.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
On the play.
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
54, check, check, right 54, right 54.
2nd half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. He can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the
On second down now, it's Lindsay. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone's expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Broncos
first down, Locke. He'll fire one downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And that makes it 14-10.
is good. Makes the score Broncos 14, Panthers 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Touchdown.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On second down, Bridgewater again. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Panthers 10. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Panthers 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Lock to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll go for it. It's Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Broncos 42, Panthers 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Delta. So we got man. Delta. Come to my world.
To throw, Bridgewater. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
The 41-yard line.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, one set. Check, go.
In his end zone, here's Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Switch.
Locke working out of the gun. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From midfield, here's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Lonnie, 15, Lonnie.
Defense, no good.
Exit. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Blue dot corkers, blue dot corkers. Ready, go.
Now lock again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And they have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise, though. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Watch the shit. Out.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Let's get in there now. Watch that. Undercrush. Fall down. You're wide now. Whip. Watch the whip.
Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try and run the option. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Like 56, Charlie. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 50.
Lock now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Locke looks to throw it again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Right there, 56. Hey, what's the ball? What's the score? 56.
On first down, Lindsay, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Here we go. Set. Bravo. 10 Tucson. Mutz 56. Mutz 56.
They'll go again with Lindsay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're going with Lindsay. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Call it a 3-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.